Hello and welcome back to the Edain mod for Battle for Middle-earth 2, The Rise of the Witch King, where we are once again doing another Random Roundhouse. I am your host, Edain. Decided to announce myself like this, because why the hell not? And we are now doing what I have been dreading. You guys have been loving the Random Roundhouses. I can see it in how many views they've been getting, how popular they're getting, how many likes you're giving them, and I must admit, thank you ever so much for every single one of you that are coming in to watch. It just shows you how much you love these videos, and it just gives me even more influence to make these videos more often. And obviously, if I was continuing with the kind of process I had, this would have been a tips and tricks video for Dak. But I said to myself, you know, that last video got so much love, and I enjoyed it so much. Let's do something that I know you guys don't love anymore. Watching me go through absolute hell. And what better map to do it than on Mordor itself. So here we go, against 7 random brutal AIs on the camp start map of Mordor. 2s, 2s, 2, 2. We're going to be surrounded no matter who we're up against. And who are we? We are Gondor! Oh, we're back to Gondor. Oh, this could be fun. This could be really, really fun. Or an absolute hellfest. Either way, we are playing total defensive, going immediately for elite units, Gondor Tower Guards, going blacksmith focus. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Going full tryhard today. Going full tryhard. We are wanting Beragond. We are wanting blacksmiths. We are wanting a barracks. We are wanting another blacksmith. We are wanting farms for extra resources, and we are wanting to try and rush that outpost before the enemy gets to it, as there's some creeps in the way. So who are we up against? Not a clue. That's the fun of Random Roundhouse, so let's have a look. And we start moving closer.
When the moment comes, I will gladly
build the outpost, and now we're bankrupt. Hopefully the 5 resource buildings we already have and the second fortress or citadel will give us a bit of a help. We are neighbouring an Isengard. Oh dear.
Let me know if you need my help.
Isengard has a known tendency to spam out its elites with easy succession.
We've got work to do.
So we do not want to rush in, we do not want to go in. We do not want to attempt... okay, they're coming to us. We do not want to tempt their aggro. We want to keep them away from us as much as possible. We're going to build another blacksmith back here, but then we want to build a keep.
We've got work
as well. As we're defending ourselves. And once we have Denethor, we can start really commentating on the rest of the map and what's going on. So let's start by getting that keep up. Make sure they can't destroy it.
Go on. Without question.
Okay, we actually want a well over here as well, so we can have additional defenses. Let's build a battle tower up here so it can defend our camp. If we lose the camp, it's a lot worse than losing the outpost. But again, we did spend 1,200 for this outpost. We're not losing it. We are not losing this place. We want to go for Gondor architecture here because, again, we are going for a defensive style battle. If we use our Gondor soldiers to do all the dirty work, then we're not going anywhere. We're just going to end up losing if we focus on healing when we can be focusing on getting increased defenses and repairing those defenses if they're close to destruction, which is what we want to focus on. So I am going to, as I said, I'm going to build a well back here so our troops can start healing. Then we also want a blacksmith. Getting an archery range in here as well would be good. Gondor archers aren't the best, but they're not the worst either. It seems Isengard is starting to spam out their real high, but because of our battle tower doing its work really, really well, we stand a good chance of winning this. We can do it. Now, I was tempted to start with Denethor instead of Beragond, but the problem is his tax abatement doesn't work on blacksmiths and it doesn't work on farms. It only works on townhouses, and we, as I've already said, we are focusing on the blacksmiths because we want to get the armor upgrades for our elite troops. Yes, we could have gone for the townhouses to reduce their cost, but overall, the cost of their upgrades are much more expensive, and we do want to be getting those upgrades as soon as possible at every turn. Okay, allow myself to breathe a bit. Get the upgrade here. I'm prepared to build the 4th blacksmith here. That'll put a total of 25% cost reduction in all unit upgrades.
May you rest in peace.
Okay, keep away. We're not trying to. We're not trying to win the Guinness World Book of Records for killing off an AI as soon as possible. We want them alive. The sooner they die, the sooner we need to build a second camp and spend a lot of resources on one camp where currently we're not making anything. We need to strategize, and to do that we need our enemy currently alive. Get the defensive measures here. Get the not defensive measures. We want the resource production increases here and here because we are not being focused in the north currently.
What can I do?
But yeah, we will be getting Denethor soon because he is still a powerful hero. It says we can't use his tax abatement, unfortunately. I will get Pippin, but yeah, I think that's enough of a reason to not go Pippin. Yeah, the more the AI focuses on us and trying to fight back, they're just going to keep losing more troops. And if necessary, because of Baragon's joins the White Company ability, we can just send some troops out to defend. Also, nearby buildings suffer less damage and from nearby enemy infantry and cavalry, and 25% from siege equipment while near Baragon. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. We want to get these siege vessels, maybe, but probably not. Okay, we've got a good bit of money here. Do we want to upgrade this again just to get increased training speeds? No, not really. Let's start getting some tower guards.
Let me know if you need my help.
Yep, another unit is moving in, and they are getting 2 shots. That's what I like to see. We want to get, again, production increases. But soon we do want to get some pantries if we want to support a larger army. And that we do. That we very much do. Now again, this might seem like a very wax solution.
Yes, sir.
It might seem very boring, not doing anything. Oh, someone's got siege equipment up. Rohan is at the top right. Shooting their own Nagas. That's in Elven Wood. That tells me there's a Lothlorien somewhere, of course. There's always Lothlorien in these videos. Always, I tell you. Doesn't matter how random it is, the Lothlorien is almost always guaranteed. At least, well, using the statistics of what we've faced so far, I'd say at least an 80% chance. Or 90, I can't remember. I don't remember.
We've got work.
Yeah, we've got work to do. Almost got ourselves another unit of tower guards.
Victory will be mine.
Oh, it will be his. Let's get the increase in production again. Now let's get the narrow tower.
Yes, sir.
It might be needed. And then we can start getting forward ways and heavy armor for our tower guards. And then we can sacrifice our Gondor soldiers into the fray. Which we might do now to destroy their towers, because they are starting to be a bit of a nuisance.
We've got work.
In fact, yeah, we'll do that now. Gondor soldiers charge in, tower guards fall back for a bit. Baragon, you just stay here, do what you do best. Yeah, do fall back. Put on guard stance.
Yes, sir.
Well, Baragon. And now we can see it for Denethor. Might as well put you in your shield wall formation to try and last a little longer. See, they're already bringing out their elite units. Which granted pale in comparison to our elite troops when they're fully upgraded. But, oh, that's a ship. That is a Corsair bombardment ship. So there's a Mordor somewhere as well. There's a Mordor, there's another Isengard over here. So that must be the Isengard. This must be the Mordor. That is most likely Lothlorien. Or this one's Lothlorien. One of the two. Or Lothlorien anyway. And they're most likely going to win their battle. No factions are dead yet. And they've started bringing out their units that are worse against our tower guards. Wild Riders. This is going to be fun. Once we get Denethor out, we can actually, instead of just gambling with who we're up against, we can actually know for sure who we're up against. Okay, we're going to set up for a lone tower. Seeing Stone, that is... So Isengard, and that is Lothlorien. So there's 1, 2, most likely 3 Isengards, a Mordor, a Rohan, and an unknown faction because we haven't met them yet. Oh, one's already been defeated. One faction is already defeated. Please tell me it's the Elves. No, the Elven Wood's still alive. If the wood was gone, it would no longer be fact, I don't know about that. It might be, it might not be. But either way, this Isengard's going to start dealing with the enemy now, not me. Well, one Isengard's going to start dealing with another Isengard, which means we can be let off the hook for a bit. And we are going to get that archery range, so we can put some archers into here to start defending. You guys should start shooting against the, you know, the guys that are shooting at you. I know the lone towers are okay, but we shouldn't really be focusing on that. Let's get another pantry, although we shouldn't, so we can gain resource upgrades where we can. And then start getting forge blades and heavy armor for our tower guards, which we are going to set a waypoint for. Oh god, we're getting lag again. It doesn't surprise me, but damn, it's happening already. I mean, our tower's doing more damage than their tower. Oh, this. Oh, so you say you can steal my port, do you? In the hand of a witless halfling. Well, yeah, we want to get these fire arrows so we can give this a fire arrow dip, so it can be better at destroying those towers. I mean, they're already doing well, and being near Baragon makes them even more resistant. Oh yeah. Fallen members of an allied troops near a selected building regenerated for 30 seconds. That's kind of counterintuitive with a well. Do we want to keep the well then, or... I want to say yes, but I think it's better if we just get another blacksmith. Yeah, let's do it. Destroy that well, get another blacksmith. Because Baragon acts as a well on his own. Granted, it's not as... it can't be used as often. But it does have a pretty... It does have a pretty small cooldown, I'm not going to deny that. It's got a pretty small cooldown.
What can I do?
Okay, who's that? That is a hammer. Now it's just a Corsair ship that's slowly roaming across the seas. I might send some ships of my own just to try and contest the seas, because it is a large portion of the map. The sea in this area of Mordor is a massive portion of the map. Let's destroy that central tower. I'm sick of looking at it. And then move back. Try not to let him die. Getting Boromir is a big help. I would consider getting Aphelion Rangers, but I think on this map, a range advantage is not worth it. What we want to be getting is a just direct increase in our siege damage, and for that we can use our battering rams and so on and so on. But again, to be honest, fully upgraded tower guards kind of do that job already. I mean, they are good. And when all of Gondor's heroes unite together, except for Imrahil and what's his name, Faramir, they're good. They're good. Gandalf, Aragorn, and Boromir together with Baragon when he gets to level 10, and Denethor when he gets to level 10 are really good. Again, looking over here, can't see much except they're sending an army to attack here. So what they've got 3 furnaces, a Orc pit, an armory, and a warg pit, but they're never using their armory. And okay, so that's a good thing to know. Isengard AI are brutal, will always make 144 resources from 1 furnace, given an increase. Granted, that is practically double because of the forgetting the name. Because of the the brutal AI cheating, so on and so on. But yeah, in fact, we are going to make Pippin, but for one purpose, just to spy on people. I want to see what faction was here and if it still is there, because one faction got destroyed. It might be this faction, though. It could very well be this faction, we can't tell. We never saw anything else of that faction. But seeing we were never attacked, and still having been attacked from up over here, tells me we have no problem. What's going on up here? In fact, yeah, the Troll Cave is still there, protecting those 2 settlements. Nope, this faction's gone. We will never know what this faction once was. But we do know now Rohan is building up, and if we let them realise that we exist, then that's the problem we will be facing.
Yes, what can I do for you?
So quiet.
Plus Pippin just insta-leveling to level 5 is pretty good. But let's check. Tax abatement it works on farms. How could I forget this? I did this on the last Random Roundhouse. You can use tax abatement on farms. all our economy buildings in the target area. Economy, so technically blacksmiths don't count, but everything else does. Okay. Let's build these battle tower defenses in case of a random attack from the opposing AI. Another arrow tower over here for extra defense, and get a fire arrow dip for our battle tower. We start getting forged blades. Wait, no, hold back. Get the heavy armor first. Yeah.
So quiet.
Now do just
Of course, my friend. If there's anything you just...
so yeah, does this count as a heal as well, or is it just a res?
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Okay, it is not a heal. It is only a replenish effect. That's good to know. That's good to know. I often question that. And we can start getting guardians in the Citadel as well. Are they worth it? Double the cost, same command point limit. Yeah, I say they're worth it. Half the size of the unit, but already has their upgrades. So it's kind of the same cost, really. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see. Well done, Gondor Battle Tower. You know what? You've earned your keep. You're getting your Gondor archers now. You're getting your archers. You've earned your keep. In fact, start destroying their Uruk pit. We're destroying their Uruk pit from an outpost. It's like playing as the dwarves of Erebor with their citadel. It's just busted. The damage itself is good, but god damn, it's busted when you just destroy something from so far away. And that's going to cripple that Isengard faction, because that means they no longer have a way of generating a defense. All they have now are towers, which won't save them. Towers won't save them either. But they're more than welcome to try. They're more than welcome to try. Here come the forged blades, here come the heavy armor. I'll give you guys heavy armor as well. I'm feeling generous today. Get some heavy armor. Let's not reduce the range of these archers. We want to keep them shooting as much as possible. But yeah, now think about it. Baragon's ability is good for units that merge with Denethor's emergency mobilization ability, so not too much. Oh, what's the other faction? It is the Elves. Okay, so that faction of Lothlorien is still alive. This is most likely Mordor. This is Isengard, and that is Rohan. And whatever was here, whatever it was, might have been one of the two factions that possibly glitch and don't do anything for a large portion of the game. Imladris and the Dwarves. Yes, the Dwarves can do a lot, but they can also sometimes do nothing. That's often the problem they get. Oh, and the other archers are shooting as well. Oh, we can destroy all of their furnace and their back. Oh, but it doesn't start as level. It goes back to. Wait, what? That's not right. It shouldn't be level 1. That should be level 3. Huh, weird. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. I'm celebrating here. A slow victory, but in all honesty, there's no better way to win. There's no better way than a slow and easy victory. Destroy the Uruk pit again. Again, this is very, very cheesy. I would not recommend this to anyone that actually wants to play full aggro. But if you're playing as Gondor and on this map, just do it. Have fun. Cut loose. Just cut a bit loose. Cut loose.
At your command.
Yeah, I'm just slowly building up an army, and our enemy has no chance of stopping us. And the enemy at the north has there's no enemy there anymore. So we just have free reign of whatever the hell we want to do. And nothing can stop us either, because Rohan is ignoring us. Once we defeat this Isengard, we will have a quarter of the map solidified under our rule. There's no way they can win now.
For Gondor.
No way. This is how we win. This is how we win.
Why should your songs be outfitted for my home?
At your will.
Some more guards of the Citadel. Get one more unit. That's our cap on them. And once again, let's destroy their Uruk pit. You know what? I'm sick of waiting. Go in. I just love Denethor's face in just a complete angry face. You know what? You know what? There. That's the thumbnail. Denethor's angry face. Denethor's angry face is all we need. Go into sword formation, because you're better in that formation at destroying structures. Go into shield wall, so you have stronger defenses. You're in sword formation as well. Good. Use tax abatement on you, if I can. Once again, view what's going on over here. Isengard, the other Isengard is currently fighting off against Isengard. Huh. Oh look now, the power points for Lone Tower. The thing I said we were gonna have about 20 minutes ago. Now we have it. Let's just keep the other Isengard away from us and our schemes. Oh, let's not lose that golden citadel. Come on, let's not lose it. Let's not lose it. Let's not lose it.
We've got work.
There we go. Let's let that unit replenish. That unit's gone. We couldn't save that in time, but we will start replenishing it. The AI has a scrutinous detail on which units to focus. They really do. It's quite admirable, actually. The fact that AI can think in such a manner. And they know which unit to focus because it costs the most, or it's the most difficult to. That was not their just blow up. That was the other Isengard's destruction ability, which. Oh my. Yep, they're just gone. Bye bye. Keep on your guard. I just love the quotes as well. This is so cool. Denethor focus on the other units. We want to focus them down. We want this. We need this camp desperately. Not only is it additional resources, but it's. Denethor, what are you doing? Form a wall. Go on, Pippin. Show that berserker who's boss. I know what's attacking the tower, but go on, show who's boss. Yeah, you keep trying to build that barracks back, but you know, you placed it in the wrong place, my friend. You placed it in the wrong place. At this point, now poor Isengard would unfortunately concede. They just have nothing left to fight back. And they've been sandwiched for this entire battle. In fact, let's start getting Beragond out so he doesn't die. Same with Pippin, except he can kill some things on the way out. That was more than a few things. That was more than a few things. In fact, let us use heal. Yes, I hit everyone. That's what I like to see. Then if I start hitting those units with your defenders. We need desperately to get Beragond to level 10. He's 2 levels away. All our near buildings become indestructible. Well, we're not near our building, unfortunately. Apologies if anyone can hear the slightly loud noise in the background. That's just my that's just the CD-ROM slowly heating up a bit because of the room temperature and because of how desperate the game is currently. It's taking its toll on itself. Let's get Denethor back a bit, keep him safe. Let's save up our income now, because this camp's soon to be gone. And when it is, we do want to take ASAP. You guys move back as well. We want to be sitting together. We're going to use the form of Gondor. Now strike back. That arrow throw is going to do good damage. Oh, yes it did. Come on, Denethor, show him who's boss. Oh, Beragond's dead, damn it. Let's make him back. Dagger the Noldor through a couple guys again. That wasn't as effective. I think that's because he got stopped by something. Yeah, that's a Grima Wormtongue right there. They have a level 8 Grima. That's not good. We can't let them come back from this. We can't. We can't. We can't let them come back from this, and we cannot let them be in the upper hand. We're all out of cheap powers. The only one we want is Gandalf. Unfortunately, Gandalf can't save us here. And then just rebuilt their citadel. Okay, Guardians, we fall back. Denethor, fall back. Tower Guards. Tower Guard, form a wall and try as much as you can to just stop them while we're retreating. Let's start getting those guards, the citadel back again.
You'll always have my sword.
Oh, wait, from Baragon and Pippin.
But you have my ears, but
Oh, that was unfortunate. We were so close as well. They are going to die because the other Isengard's rushing them thoroughly. But now, because their focus seems to have strayed away from the Lothlorien faction, it's now come straight to us. Again, the only faction that's currently been defeated is this one. And it seems Rohan might be putting the ropes onto Isengard over here. Or the Mordor, I can't tell. One of the two. One of the two.
I offer you my service.
Pippin's back. Back again. Let's just spy on this. Yeah, there's no way they're coming back from that. But we need to start preparing as well. If we're not ready, we're done for. Luckily with these guys, the chosen building becomes invincible for 30 seconds, and then Baragon's ability, all nearby allied buildings become invulnerable for 30 seconds. That's just a massive thing. And once you get to level 10, it's all buildings, or some, or it basically makes everything around buildings invulnerable. So yeah, we kind of want Boromir now as well. I mean, we're making good resources, and they still have no siege equipment, so we're sitting pretty. They though are not. Yeah, but finally that's the second faction gone. We kind of helped defeat them, but that was all thanks to the Isengard faction over here. And we kind of lost out a bit because Grima silenced Pippin. That could have stopped them a bit more, but nah. No point crying over spilt milk, okay? No point crying over spilt milk. We need to get back in there and start fighting again. And once we start getting Boromir up, oh, you're not the only one that does war chant effect, you know. We've got a horn though. Heal. We need Boromir level 3 ASAP to get the Horn of Gondor. Go on, Boromir, go in balls deep. Yes, Horn of Gondor. That didn't affect everyone, but it affected most people. That's good. You can survive, right? No. What? 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 So Gollum just walked up to our base. Okay. Boromir! 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 Go, 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 go. We can then get the guy into the White City. And then we can get Gandalf, the Challenge Master. Yes, Boromir. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh. Oh no, we just won. We just won. What the hell? What is this? What is this?
go on.
Waiting on the edge of
Oh, hi, Lurtz.
Of course, my lord. If there's anything you need, just
You're level 2, I'm level 10. Let's see who wins. I think it's going to be Baragond. Yeah, pretty much Baragond. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All our units get instant upgrades.
For Gondor!
And now we can start getting the guys in the White City. An even more elite unit than the ones we already have. I showed them off once before.
I see it day by day.
Permanently called 2 more to the field. Oh, I knew that they were going to show up. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was only a matter of time before Rohan started showing up. You know what? Let's not focus on them. They're not worth our time. We have got to take that camp. We've got to take it, and we've got to take it now. All of our freshly upgraded troops. We have Boromir level 10. He will lead the charge. He's not too long for this world, but he's still going to get those guardians out and make some massively powerful elite troops. Unfortunately, we can only have 3 of these at a time, and we've already got 3, so... Yeah, Tower Guards. Because Guardians of the White City now are just twice the cost of the Tower Guard and don't have the upgrades. Well, let's wait a bit while we're still getting those extra command points. Let's see what they do. The men who are promoted to by Boromir inspire the men of Gondor. Fellow units around them will become resistant to fear. So, you know, all those pesky cloud breaks that we used to, although there's like 0 of them here because it's all darkness and rain, you know, it's still good. Oh, hell no. You're not taking my base from me, baby. This man. We need cloud break just to cement it. This ours, and there's nothing you can do to stop us. I'm not going to take like these Gondor archers because yes, they're good in the tower, but they could be much better on the open field. And in fact, we're going to get some more archers as well because they get full upgrades too. And goddamn, they get recruited quickly. I don't know if that's a thing with Boromir or not. It might just be because we've already got it level 3. We might also want some Gondor knights too. I think first we're going to start getting some town houses. Oh yeah, tax abatement. We can keep using that again. We might want to give this camp extra defences because it is more of a just a sitting base. We'll get the stoneworker and 2 more townhouses, and then we'll get 2 front battle towers as well, 2 keeps. Well, yeah, we need to be doing as much with Boromir as possible because when the men of Gondor who have swarmed. The longer Boromir carries the ring, the more he will be driven mad, and his abilities will decrease steadily until his death. There's a natural thing where, after Boromir dies, no one can do anything for a while. But it doesn't actually state it here, unfortunately. Unless it states it in the actual ring function browser. Let's check. Boromir improves abilities. Heavy armor. When Boromir dies, the player cannot build anything for 60 seconds. While Boromir has the rings, his stats will get worse and worse as it corrupts him, and he will eventually die. So yeah, we're only a further way through his thing, and we can kill off at least 1 more faction before he is done. And that'd be a good thing to do. That'd be a really, really good thing to do. Denethor, see how they're doing. They're still doing well. They got their steel workers. I have to admit, if I let Isengard take this outpost and I just sat in the base and worried about what was going up on north, I could have had a really bad time. Me rushing for that outpost, making myself bankrupt for a few turns, or a few moments, was worth it. It was so worth it. Yeah, because we now have Boromir and we know we're going more than for an elite full heavy armor route, we do want to not focus on the Aphelion ranges which have no armor. We want to focus upon troops that can get heavy armor, can get forged blades. Obviously fire arrows and banner carriers are not affected, it's only forged blades and heavy armor. But still, it's good. So good in the hood. Definitely keep spying on their base. Nothing new as of yet. We don't actually need Aragorn or Gandalf yet either. We're not in a rush to win, but at the same time we don't have to play slowly anymore. Because we have the ring, we need to rush. But by no means are we going to win during that time. Just going to take out a few more pesky AI, and I think Isengard are definitely the peskiest of AI. Lothlorien comes close, but they're not pesky, they're just demanding. Siege materials. No, we want to save up for the battle tower training first. Get those 2 keeps up. Yeah, now we have a steady balance between infantry and ranged units, which are doing a pretty decent job. And we don't want the signal fires either, because they are not. The troops we get from there are not specifically good enough for what we need to be doing now. We need elite troops. Not to be spammed out because we don't have the resources for that, but we do need them out in numbers. And I think we're now going to get... Oh, we can get some more Guardians of the White City, apparently. Okay. I've only got 2 units left of them. That explains a few things. Varagon, what does this do? Fallen members of nearby troop, nearby select structure or hero will be generated for 30 seconds. Well, let's start regenerating those Guardians of the White City because they do not get banner carriers. So if they don't have self-healing properties like the Guardians of the Citadel either, which have now started getting a slight cost reduction because of all the townhouses. Gondor! Let's go in. Gondor! Get more Guardians of the White City. Get even more of our elites. Oh yes! Oh yes! Let's heal now, in fact, because units are taking a bit of damage. Boromir is close to death. We can't do anything for 60 seconds after he dies, so we need to cement a strong foothold in our current region, or in the current area. All nearby allied buildings and heroes become vulnerable for 30 seconds. Yeah, let's make our heroes invulnerable. Shame that won't keep Boromir from dying, but nah. We can always live in hope. But yeah, can't make any more Guardians of the White City, but we can make the Citadel Guard again. They seem to be focused a lot. If it were up to me, I would say there's no point in making the guard of the guards of the Citadel because they just keep getting focused. Just make some tower guards while they're still getting the upgrades from Boromir. Focus on the Citadel Guard when we need to. And we do need to focus on our infantry. We might be able to get one more defense of the White City off, one cheeky one left before the end, but not likely. What do we want? Do we want Rohan answers or Army of the Dead here? I mean, we're dealing with the enemy quite easily. I'd say we want Rohan answers to destroy their steelworkers. Unfortunately, we can't use Glorious Charge, but who cares? Go in for the kill! There you go, this should be an easy destruction of the steelworkers.
Then you must be at least 60.
Must be at least 60. I'm offended by that air when I'm not 60. I'm close to 20, but that's just rude. Girl, you rude. Some banner carriers. Let's now actually get Strider. The sooner we get him closer to level 10, the better, because he gets good. Oh, he gets really good. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, it seems the two most elite troops of Gondor are worse than the Tower Guard. I'm a bit disappointed by it, really. I honestly thought the Tower Guard would be good, but not as good as the others. Especially a unit that requires Boromir with the ring to get. Well, again, beggars can't be choosers. But Boromir is close to death, so we don't want to get too many more Tower Guard. We will try and get one more Guardian of the White City again. I don't think we can keep recruiting them after Boromir is dead. So, yeah. We want to get as many of them out as possible. Okay, we've destroyed the Steelworker. Really good. But again, our infantry is really waxing and waning here. At some points we have a lot, at some points we don't. Let's have a quick look at this again. Boromir dies to play, cannot build anything, so it's only building is restricted and now, not recruitment. It used to be that everyone was not able to build anything, recruit anyone, or anything. I don't think it was restricted so you can't fight each other, but you definitely could not build anything. And it wasn't just you, it was everyone. It was everyone, and it was evil. Let's try and get some more of these before time's up. Have them go straight to the base. No point in pushing them further. Okay, the Isengard's still not dead. Another faction was just defeated. I think I know which one it was as well. I think it's now time to start singing Boromir's Lament. It's a good thing we've got Strider here as well. I would have followed you, my brother, my captain, my king. Good choice, but so at the same time they were a bit
Depends on
corny.
you.
Use Cloud Break to give us a small reprieve for the death of Boromir.
I see it day by day.
He has fallen now, we can't even make Gandalf. That's the thing, you can't, if you don't already have Gandalf by this point, you now cannot. Yep, everything's been restricted, we cannot build anything. We can't make any upgrades, we can't make any more units, they've been locked off. Damn. Yep, and again, I do believe it is only us that suffers this, no one else. Yeah, Boromir is now dead. We can make him again. Obviously, now the rings are going to perish, and we can't save it from that inevitable destruction. I do believe in here, once the time is up, we are going to make another. We are going to build a well in here to start healing those guys of the White City that did survive. And then when we find the ring again, we'll most likely give it to Gandalf the White. Yeah, Boromir is a massive buff for a small amount of time, but if you can use it well, it becomes more than just a small boon. It becomes the way you win the game. Yeah, once again, the guys of the White City have been restricted, and we can no longer recruit them. We can once again make Boromir the same amount, and he does come back as level 10. Yes, he does. Oh, is it possible? Could we do it? Could we get Boromir the ring again? Maybe not. Nah, definitely not. It takes more than 60 seconds for him to be revived, and saying that'll be about how many 60 seconds was. Nah, that made a bit of sense, but at the same time it made no sense. Just like me. Let's make another stonework to reduce the cost of our buildings. Get 2 more townhouses to get the full reduction on, well, almost full reduction on our elites, and then we can start getting some of our other top tier elites, the principality units of Dol Amroth, and yet the ring is gone. The ring is gone just before we could get Boromir. They instinctively made it that way just to stop anyone from making the game unbearable, which I can totally understand. We want another townhouse to get full cost reduction, and then we want the marketplace. Oh. Now get siege materials, because I do believe we might lose a building or two from just ignoring them. Like these farms, we just kind of had them, then we forgot about them. We've got the Denethor tax abatement, but nah, everyone forgets things every now and again, right? Okay, and Isengard's still alive. That tells me they have another Dunlending outpost somewhere. And seeing the only units they have now Dunlendings, that confirms my theory. So once we destroy their last Dunlending outpost, that's the end of them. Those are axe throwers. It was the dwarves the whole time? We were fighting the dwarves the whole time and we never knew it. Lothlorien died to the dwarves and the men of Isengard, it would seem. Okay, okay. That made things a little different and how we can do this. We're about to get Gandalf look away, or back from me the right. We do want to get the Principality building now. We'll leave this camp up, just do nothing with it, but we will get the border stronghold. So 3 other factions remain. The Dwarves, Isengard, and Rohan. I always thought that was Mordor because of those, oh! So Isengard doesn't have any special made ships, they just have the same Corsair ships as most evil nations do. Oh! Now it makes sense! Now it all makes sense as to why... Oh! Duh! Oh, it took me so long to figure that out. No wonder I wasn't seeing any orcs anywhere, because orcs spread like a goddamn plague. You'll always meet one of them. Even if you're nowhere near them, you'll always meet them. Or more importantly, I'd have seen the Eye of Sauron. That would have been another thing. I would have seen the Eye of Sauron. I never saw Cork's Ravens though, so... Nah, debatable whether or not I would have seen them. But yeah, we can now see they are in fact the dwarves. And again, the seeing stone is locked in one position. That's annoying. I don't know if they use that to balance Denethor, because it was already a bit busted having from the get-go a Palantir search. I guess it just set it to one specific location on every map to try and make it a bit more balanced. We're starting to get some Dol Amroth soldiers, and let's get Prince Imrahil as well. But getting the most elite Knights of the Round Table is what we want to do. We have the original Knights of the Round Table, the Gondor Knights. But nah, who needs Gondor Knights when you've got Dol Amroth Knights? Who needs them when you've got the Knights of Dol Amroth? In fact, let's cut down 2 of them so we can get all 3 of the Knights. We already have quite a few foot soldiers. Sword and board? Yeah, I don't know. Things that aren't tower guards, that's it. That sounds about right. Imrahil! Well, now I can start recruiting the Knights of Dol Amroth. 1,600 apiece, and that's with the reduction from the... That's with the reduction from... Well, I mean, these units get the reduction. The Guardians of the White City do not. They're a hero battalion. Are those hero battalions as well, because they're linked to... I think they are, yeah. So that's the thing. The elite troops that the town houses reduce the cost of, elite and heroic units. So it doesn't reduce the cost of the Guardians of the White City though, and it doesn't reduce the cost of the Knights of Dol Amroth. I'm learning all sorts of things on this video. Every day is a learning experience for me. Every day is a brand new learning experience. And it's amazing. Everyone's got upgrades now. We can wait for the Knights, but I feel like that'd be a waste of time. Let's just go in now. Oh, I love the way he speaks. Glory to your name, sire. They use the quotes for the I think the quotes for some of the voices for Gondor / Dol Amroth. The announcers for Dak. For those of you who haven't already noticed it, yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, but I just want to push straight for the enemy base. Yes, it's the dwarves. Yes, they've probably got better defenses than we could muster. But hey,
assembling a mighty host of your troops, sire.
Yeah, I don't actually know where those quotes come from. If someone could tell me where those quotes actually come from, because I'm fairly certain they're not from Med 2. They very well could be, but I could very well be wrong. Although I am half the time. Denethor's angry face. That's the title for this video. Having to look at Denethor's angry face. Now we've got some knights. We might want to start putting some units on their mounts when we can, just so they can supplement the knights. So Gandalf when he gets to level 5. I could put Denethor in his, not Denethor, Imrahil in his force already. I just remember something, a little bit of information. The Prince of Dol Amroth, at the time of the beginning of the War of the Ring, before Imrahil, his father Adrahil, was actually the brother of Denethor. Well, the step-brother, because the sister of Adrahil and Denethor's wife. Well, yeah, that explains it. So yeah.
Let's finish this honorably, men.
Let's finish this honorably, men. I saw that sound. It sounded like someone's just yelling, "You!" with a deep, menacing voice. Yes. Aragorn's still only level 1 and still only Strider, but we might have to change that soon. Everyone, regenerate! Heroes, becoming vulnerable. Everyone, take some rest. I should have used this ages ago, but I completely forget about it. This ability doesn't bring out the units they used to be, but they do bring out 3 veteran units, and you know, they're not permanent, but they're still good. And you hear that, for Gondor, for Gondor, for Gondor. Let's use Cloud Break. Everyone time out. Everyone just time out. Okay. Nope, sell for the Army of the Dead. Or for the Eagles. One of the two. One or the other. That's not funny. Gandalf's now level 3. He's going to use his Wizard Blaster to knock all those dwarves off their feet. Gadoosh. Well, can't all be gems. Lightning Sword. Let's get those Guardians back out. Get the Tower Guards out. Make some more of them.
Assembling a mighty host of your troops, sire. As you will, my king.
Oh, those veterans are doing work. Good on them. Good on them. When did Doyle and your mother's dishes become so important? Okay, just a little bit of a
Why should your
thing
songs
there.
be unfit for my
My lord.
Just got a pop-up on Messenger. Another friend request. Well, the dwarves are almost dead. Rohan's almost completely obliterated Isengard. So we're down to the last faction. Rohan. They're going to be difficult. Well, I say that. We already kind of have a full army. In fact, you guys come back. You stay over here. We're going to send these troops over as a strike force on the other side of the map. We don't need this area, do we? No, but it's not getting destroyed. That means there's another building there. Destroy it.
seem most to have
I know who rides with there to the floor.
Lances for Gondor.
So the dwarves doing what they do best. But someone managed to glitch their defenses, so we can't actually destroy them. That's a bitch move. Well, if we destroyed this, that should destroy them, right? Destroy their marketplace, we destroyed them. Oh god, it replenishes fast. Yep, okay, they're gone. Okay, let's now focus on the Isengard over there. I'm prepared to send in these tower guards into attack from this side, that side.
Men of Dol Amroth.
Men of Dol Amroth.
Be still. You are into Mordor in the hands of a witless halfling.
That's the end of Isengard, and we're about to now attack Rohan. Or more importantly, there's a settlement in between us and Rohan. Because I'm not bothering trying to send them all the way, just have them walk through. They're going to attack everything in the middle. Everything in the middle. Okay, the other Isengard's almost defeated. There's one or two more buildings, I would seem. Pippin. Wait, where's their last building then? 'Cause, I mean, we've destroyed everything they have. Oh, I think it's time. Is it time? It's time, alright. I awaken you to fulfill your oath. We fight. Oh. I don't know that actor that played as the King of the Dead, but oh, they did the job so well. They did it. They did it to a T. They did just him to a T. I cannot complain.
We've got work. Are into Mordor in the hands of a witless halfling.
why should your songs
Everything.
be unfit
Yep, only two factions left. Us and the Rohan. Unfortunately, it wasn't this random either, so it looks a bit disproportionate, but what can you do? But yeah, Rohan's the only faction here, except for us, that's been making siege. Well, yeah, the only faction that's been making siege because, yeah, their armory also is a siege maker. Make Imrahil give increased armor to his troops. Oh no, the armor of the dead's already gone. Oh well, Rohan, kill Rohan. Death. Death indeed. Death indeed. Didn't even need the ring again. Didn't even need the one ring. Oh, but we're getting a lot of lag. Do not break the game on me now. Although a small portion of my army is currently busy dealing with a small building, not worth focusing, but nah, what can you do? Yeah, look at those resources we have there. That's just from scrutiny to detail. We really went all out. We didn't even get the marketplace upgrades. Let's call upon the Eagles before we end it. The Eagles are coming.
The Eagles are coming!
Okay, Pippin, I understand. I didn't need to know, though. I did not really need to know. Only have an outpost as well, son of a bitch. I wanted to end it with destroying this beautiful camp they built up. I mean, I should have expected them to build up an outpost by now.
This is indeed one of the council.
Wagondo! Wagondo!
Your attention is an honor.
I'll tell you something, all the summons that the heroes of Gondor can make are not permanent. That's a good thing to note. Gondor summons are not permanent, unlike the summons from the dwarves, such as Dane's summon. But that makes 4 permanent units. Then there's the buildings that they can make. But yeah, Baragond, his summons for the Diamond and White Company is only temporary. Boromir's veterans, you think they may be permanent? Nope, just temporary. Gandalf doesn't have any summons. Aragorn has a summon. When he gets to level 10, he can summon the Army of the Dead. But they're on horses and they surround him for a bit, which is also really nice thing to look at every now and again. Oh, the eagle just crashed down upon us. Take some rest. I'm normally used to worrying about the thumbnail near the very end of the video, but this time it's like, oh, we already sorted that out ages ago. So, what do now? We just play the game, duh. We play the game and we win.
This is indeed one of the council.
Don't mess with us. I didn't even have to use Gondorian architecture once, and it was the first thing I got. Blimey. It's the first power I got, and I didn't even need to use it once. That's kind of sad. That is a level of sad. That's a level of sadness. I mean, I even started playing defensive. The first 20 minutes was just me building up this outpost and just defeating the Isengard that was here. But after that, we just went ham. We just went ham after that point. So yeah, that's another Random Roundhouse video for you all. Very easy. I'm finding that some of these factions are very, very easy. I mean, the only faction I've actually had trouble with currently are the dwarves. Other than that, I've just been winning. Easy. Imladris, Lothlorien, Gondor, easy victories. The dwarves, they were a bit, all 3 of them were a bit difficult. What was the other one? There was one more faction. There was one more faction that I played as once. Was it evil? Was it? Oh, it was Mordor. That's it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. As good as the Random Roundhouses are, I'm starting to feel a theme. We've played as Gondor twice. We've played as Lothlorien, Imladris, Mordor, and 3 times as the dwarves. And yet we haven't seen Isengard, we haven't seen Rohan, and we haven't seen Angmar. I'm going to keep patient. I'm going to be patient. I do believe in time you'll get to see all of those 3 remaining factions. But if by chance we get to part 10, which would be part 11. Let's give it 3 more videos after this. If after 3 more Random Roundhouses we haven't seen at least Angmar, Isengard, or Rohan once as the faction we're playing as, I will be the only faction that doesn't start random, and it'll be a semi-random roundhouse, just to give a bit more diversity. As fun as it is to play as Gondor, Lothlorien, Imladris, the dwarves, and Mordor, they're all relatively easy. I've had very few difficulties. Yes, there's that one time it's like, oh crap, oh, all of this is starting to kill us. But then there's nothing. There's just nothing for a long ass period of time. And yeah, what can you do? But yeah, 3 more consecutive random roundhouses. Not consecutive, but they will be coming out. And again, if I don't play as either Angmar, Rohan, or Isengard in those next 3, I will play as each of them one at a time. While everything else is still random, just to keep it a bit of balance. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Leave a like if you did, so I can keep making more. Subscribe if you haven't already, so we can get close to that 1,000 Star Game monetization. Can't wait for it. I'm ready. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the bell so you can see when these videos are being released. But for those of you that are quite astute, will already realise I bring my videos out at 4, 5, or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, for me anyway, in England. Good old Blighty. But until next time, ta-ta for now.